If you'd like to find out where you can get fresh cranberries, go to my good friends at HabelmanCranberries.com.
We're out of the dryer. Where do they all go when they're dry?
Once they're in that box and they're dry, we put them back in a cooler. And they could sit in that cooler until we get orders from a customer to pack them up.
Okay.
So it could be a few days, could be a few weeks. And then when we get orders from the customer, we bring them back out of the cooler and we start them in the very beginning of the packing line, which is right here.
And so what do? They just dump them in this big old, what is this, vat? What is it called?
Yep, that's a hopper.
So they're in the hopper.
In the hopper.
Going up.
Big elevator to the second story. You can see the bouncing that's going on.
Yeah, they're supposed to bounce like that?
They're supposed to bounce. If they're a good berry, they'll hit this wooden board and they'll bounce. If they bounce over this jump, it's called,
yeah,
they get onto the belt in the middle, and that's the good belt.
Wow.
But if they don't jump high enough, they go back down through the machine 4 times.
See?
Yeah, and they end up on a belt that's taken out. It's a reject belt.
So, wow. So if the berry doesn't bounce, it's not good. And
Exactly.
you give it not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 chances.
We give them 4 chances to make it on the finished product belt. Then they get 3 chances to make it on what we call a seconds belt, which is just a grade lower fruit. It usually goes to make juice.
Make juice, okay.
Yep.
Not that it's bad, right?
No, not at all.
Okay.
They might just be a little bruised or something like that.
But still good for juice making.
For juice, it's perfect. But for fresh fruit, you don't want anything that even has a little bruise on it.
Wow.
Yep. There's a screen on the front of every one of these machines.
Yeah.
And if the berry's too small, it falls right through that screen.
Okay,
Then
gotcha.
we take that out of the line.
Now, what do you do with those?
Those will go to juice too.
All right.
They're perfectly good. They're just too small.
Gotcha.
We want them over 7/16 of an inch. So the rejects aren't good for anything. We feed them to the wildlife.
There you
Deer
go.
love them. Turkeys love them.
Wow. But most of them aren't going right through the middle.
Hopefully most of them go to the middle.
Have you had a day where you come out and you're like, it's all down there, nothing up there?
Towards the end of the season, the cranberries start to get, a little bit more bruised up and things like that.
Okay.
And you'll get less on the middle, but
Is that how you know your season's about over?
yeah.
Here's your fun fact.
Europeans named the fruit cranberry because the blossom looks like the head of a sandhill crane.
So, these are the small ones, huh?
Those are the small ones.
They didn't have a chance.
They never had a chance, poor little guys.
Poor little guys.
The cold weather came before they could grow enough, and
But you're making good use, so you're going to turn them into juice.
we're gonna turn them into juice.
Juices.
But there's nothing wrong with them.
And what about over here?
Those are the ones we have no use for.
Oh, yeah. Oh, ooh, they're even, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're squishier. A lot
We
squishier.
call them slush berries.
Slush berry.
Slush berries. I guess because they're kind of slushy.
You know, you could have told me that before I stuck my gloves in there.
Yeah, sorry. You notice I didn't put my hand in there.
I know, maybe coming off, they're not so bad.
Interestingly enough, organic chicken growers feed their chickens a lot of cranberries.
Oh, yeah?
That keeps them healthy, keeps them free of sickness.
That whole goodness for cranberries, huh? All right. So now, what are we looking for, RJ? I mean,
We are looking for anything that's not the right color.
wow, it's moving too fast. Can we slow it down?
No.
No.
There's no in between. It's either moving or stop.
Oh, okay. So let me take those out of your hand here. So, how in the world did you see that with this moving so fast? Practice. It's a trick, she says. Uh-oh. So if I just stay in one place, I should be. Look at that. Is that well? Yours is more rotten than mine. Is that bad? Is this a bad one? Yeah. Woo! RJ, I saved it.
That's a good one.
What?
Isn't it?
Is it? Look at that. Look at that, RJ.
Good eye, Joel.
Did you see? Did you hear that? He said, "Good eye." Wow. So the.
You're not scared.
She
Pat?
just said, "I think we have job security with this guy in the room." Yeah, oh, look at that. Ah, look at that right there. Oh wow. 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 Did I make a save or what? Very cool. So once it makes it past here, then it's ready to package,
Right
huh?
to the packaging machine.
And ready to go to the store.
Exactly.
All right, you know, You're right. Job security is yours. I can't hang. And these gloves are way too small for me. Wow.
Here's your fun fact.
Did you know cranberries are the ingredients of over 1,000 food and beverage products on the market?
Are you serious?
Yeah. Serious.
And now we're in the room where all the moving parts are going. Sounds pretty cool.
Packaging room.
The packaging room. So it's going up on that conveyor up there and then just dropping down?
Yep. Right now we're running 2 machines. We're running a really big 3-pound bag. Usually we run little 12-ounce bags, but when we run these big ones, we run them through 2 machines.
Okay.
And they're measured volumetrically. It dumps in 1 pound at a time. So boom, boom, boom. Dumps 3 pounds in there, and then it seals the bag up, pops it out the front.
Wow. Okay. And then they package everything right back here, right?
Then they package everything right here, exactly. Each one of those cases gets 8 of those 3-pound bags.
So if I take one out of these cases, they're going to get mad at me, right?
They get really mad.
So from here, it's going to market.
From here, we stack them up on a pallet, put them in a semi, and they're off.
If you'd like to find out where you can get fresh cranberries, go to my good friends at HabelmanCranberries.com.